The Cyclades are a Greek island group in the Aegean Sea, southeast of mainland Greece and a former administrative prefecture of Greece. They are one of the island groups which constitute the Aegean archipelago. The name refers to the islands around the sacred island of Delos. The Cyclades is where the native Greek breed of cat originated. History. The significant late Neolithic and early Bronze Age Cycladic culture is best known for its schematic, flat idols carved out of the island's pure white marble centuries before the Great Middle Bronze Age culture arose in Crete. To the south, these figures have been looted from burials to satisfy a thriving Cycladic antiquities market since the early 20th century. A distinctive Neolithic culture amalgamating Anatolian and mainland Greek elements arose in the western Aegean before 4000 BCE, based on emmer wheat and wild-type barley, sheep and goats, pigs, and tuna that were apparently speared from small boats. Excavated sites include Cyclades and Kefala with signs of copperworking. Each of the small Cycladic islands could support no more than a few thousand people, though late Cycladic boat models show that 50 oarsmen could be assembled from the scattered communities, and when the highly organized palace culture of Crete arose, the islands faded into insignificance, with the exception of Delos, which retained its archaic reputation as a sanctuary throughout antiquity and until the emergence of Christianity. Archaeology. The first archaeological excavations of the 1880s were followed by systematic work by the British School at Athens and by Christos Tsountas, who investigated burial sites on several islands in 1898–1899 and coined the term Cycladic civilization. Interest lagged, then picked up in the mid-20th century, as collectors competed for the modern-looking figures that seemed so similar to sculpture by Jean Op or Constantin Brassentencoe unregistered trademark I. Sites were looted and a brisk trade in forgeries arose. The context for many of these Cycladic figurines has been mostly destroyed and their meaning may never be completely understood. Another intriguing and mysterious object is that of the Cycladic frying pans. More accurate archaeology has revealed the broad outlines of a farming and seafaring culture that had immigrated from Asia Minor c. 5000 BCE. Early Cycladic culture evolved in three phases, between ca 3300 to 2000 BCE, when it was increasingly swamped in the rising influence of Minoan Crete. The culture of mainland Greece contemporary with Cycladic culture is called Helladic culture. In recent decades the Cyclades Islands have become popular with European and other tourists, and as a result there have been problems with erosion, pollution, and water shortages. Geography. The Cyclades comprise about 220 islands, the major ones being Amorgicubes, Arnafar, Andros, Antiparos, Dalos, Eshata, Eos, Ka Copywriter, Ka Marlos, Ka 1/2 Thnos, Marlos, Ma 1/2 Konos, Naxos, Paros, Fola copyright Gandros, Za copyright Rifos, Za Fnos, Za Kinos, Za 1/2 Ros, Tarnos, and Thera or Santorini. Most of the smaller islands are uninhabited. Imopolis, on Syros, is the chief town and administrative center of the former prefecture. The islands are peaks of a submerged mountainous terrain, with the exception of two volcanic islands, Milos and Santorini. The climate is generally dry and mild, but with the exception of Naxos the soil is not very fertile. Agricultural produce includes wine, fruit, wheat, olive oil, and tobacco. Cooler temperatures are in higher elevations and mainly do not receive wintry weather. The Cyclades are bounded to the south by the Sea of Crete. Administration. The Cyclades prefecture was one of the prefectures of Greece. As a part of the 2011 Kallikratis government reform, the prefecture was abolished, and its territory was divided into 9 regional units of the South Aegean region: Andros, Kythnos, Milos, Mykonos, Naxos, Paros, Santorini, Syros, Tinos, municipalities and communities. The prefecture was subdivided into the following municipalities and communities. These have been reorganized at the 2011 Kallikratis reform as well. Provinces: Province of Amorgos, Amorgos, Province of Andros, Andros, Province of K, Iolis, province of Milos, Milos, province of Naxos, Naxos, province of Paros, Paroikia, province of Syros, Imopoli, province of Tinos, Tinos, province of Thera, Thera. Note: provinces no longer hold any legal status in Greece. Sailing in the Cyclades. The Cyclades, like the other Aegean island groups, are exposed to the north-northeast, putting them in the path of the Meltemi wind that can reach force 7 and above. The Meltemi tends to start in late June and will come and go until September. Cuisine. Local specialities of the Cyclades include brantada, fava santonis, fortuia, kalasona, kalorgeros, kakavia, ledopita, louza, similar to the Cypriot launta, mastelo, strapatsada, lazarakia, melopita. Communications, telephone, 22,810, Syros, including Kythnos, Seriphos and Syros Islands, 22,820, Andros, 22,830, Tinos, 22,840, Paros and Sifnos Islands, 22,850, Amorgos and Naxos Islands, 22,860, Fulgandros, Ios, Santorini and Sikinos Islands, 22,870, Kymelos and Milos, 22,880, K Island, 22,890, Mykonos. See also, Nisiotika music, Santorini wine, Cycladic architecture. References. J. A. McGillivray and R. L. N. Barber, editors, The Prehistoric Cyclades 1984. R. L. N. Barber, The Cyclades in the Bronze Age 1987. Peter Saundry, C. Michael Hogan and Steve Baum 2011. Sea of Crete. Encyclopedia of Earth. eds. M. Piederni and C. J. Cleveland. National Council for Science and Environment. Washington, D.C. External links: Jeremy B. Rutter, The Prehistoric Archaeology of the Aegean, especially Lessons 2 and 4, Chronology, History, Bibliography, Cyclades. The official website of the Greek National Tourism Organization, Shinusa Island. Small Cyclades. The website of Shinusa.